Hi all of you. My name is Chetan Singh. I hope you are all well. I am an English learner and I am trying to spread positivity in people's life through my words. I believe that we all are filled with lot of potential, lot of possibilities in us. But sometimes we need a small push in order to tap into that potential. So I want to be that push for you. Therefore I am here. The thing which I recently mentioned here about tapping into your potential, we need a very important element for that, which is the sport of our mind. How many times we feel that our mind is not in sport with us, it is not backing us when we want to do something important, it just manipulates us from that work. Therefore I thought about recording the video on that particular topic of don't listening to your mind. You can understand our mind with this example. Like, there is a very huge marketplace and there are different vendors in that marketplace, and they all are shouting for their products so that you can give your attention to them and purchase their products. In a similar manner, there are a lot of things going on in our mind in the form of anxiety, self-limiting thoughts, and many more things. But we have to choose whether we want to accept the offer of any particular vendor or not. If you will accept any offer without thinking about the need of that particular product, then it is likely that you will end up with something unworthy. So always think before choosing anything in life. Your mind will always offer you the product of procrastination, limiting beliefs, anxiety, insecurities, overthinking, but it depends on you whether you want to purchase any of them or not. Hence, I would say that it is not about don't listening to your mind. It is about listening your mind critically and choosing wisely out of all the choices which your mind offers you on everyday basis. Lately I was reading a life story about a very incredible personality. You may have heard the name of David Goggins. From his life story, I got to know that how a person can open limitless doors for his great future by tapping into the power of controlling his mindset. He just went extra miles in order to fulfill his dreams. I want to tell you that you must read about his life story once in your life. Then your entire perspective will change about your mindset. We normally think that it is very difficult to control our mind, and I also acknowledge this because it is easier said than done. We normally say that we should control our mind and our mind should work according to our priorities and our instructions, but it is not an easy task. On the contrary, when you will read that person's life story from his book Can't Hurt Me, you will feel that you was unaware about the incredible benefits of controlling our mind. It offers you great opportunities. So we can also do that with some practices. There are a lot of ways which you can imply in order to be disciplined, in order to get control in your mind. You can try meditation, you can try other methods as well. If I have to share my way, how I try to control my mind, then I separated my mind into two categories. I just call one side to an evil side, and the second side is my real side, which is conscious about each and everything. We normally get our thoughts from the evil side of our mind, which influences us to procrastinate, to overthink, or to feel miserable all the time. But we don't necessarily have to listen to that side. There is also another side which is called conscious side or real side of your mind. In order to make myself aware about every decision of mine, I write these two words on my arm so that I can make this thing remember and think consciously about my choices, whether this thought is coming from my evil side of the mind or the real side of the mind. You can see that how I do it. Maybe it is visible to you. I just write two words on my arm every morning. So that is my way of choosing right things for me, right choices for me every time. It can be anything that suits you, that suits your individuality. And you know why sometimes our mind is able to manipulate us? Because we give it a chance to do so. We are not aware what we have to do in our entire day because we don't make any kind of schedule. So for eliminating the uncertainty of the day, you must make schedule every day in the morning so that whenever you want to study, you know that it is my study time, and your mind can't give you the instructions to do any unworthy things. Most of the times what happens, let's suppose we are sitting for studying something or we are sitting to do some important work. Our mind tells us that okay, let's scroll mobile phone for 5 minutes, and we end up scrolling it for half an hour sometime. If you are not certain that this particular time duration should be utilized for your certain task, then it is obvious that your mind will manipulate you and it gives you lot of reason to procrastinate. So I urge you all, please make a commitment only for one day and say that I am not going to listen to any manipulation or any anti-instruction of my mind, which I know that eventually will lead me to the guilt and the sense of regret. And believe me, you can do that. You have the potential to control your mind. Always think consciously before choosing anything, whatever your mind is pushing towards you. So that is all I wanted to share with you through my words, and I hope that I was able to give you some good insights for growth in life. At the end, I always leave you with this message that we all have to be the change to see the change. Thanks for giving me your precious time. We will meet in next video. Until then, take care and bye.